How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about ChargePoint. Of course, we are now in the year of 2022, and I want to make sure you guys are prepared come Monday and also give you guys some updates. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for ChargePoint. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $19.05, being down 1.45%. On the low, it tested $18.91, and then on the high, testing $19.71. When we take a look at our volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 9.296 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 10.117 million shares. And now when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is right around 42.10. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 50-day, the 100-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. So as I was saying in previous videos, ChargePoint is currently in a bear market. And when it did have that pullback going close to 1750, then this is where I was saying it was a great opportunity to add if you believe in the long-term prospects. But here we are. We ended up seeing a high of 1971, and we want to see ChargePoint get to $20. So right where we have the 21-day EMA at $20.10. If it can get to this level and actually maintain it, consolidate, hold up some support, this is where we want to see ChargePoint really start making some gains, getting to the 100-day around 21.93, or let's just call it 22. Getting above 22, this is where I see ChargePoint really start getting to the $25 level and so on. Another situation that I want you guys to keep in mind, it could just continue to consolidate while using 1750 as an area of support. So let's say, for example, you're thinking about getting into ChargePoint at a cheaper price, then of course you want to exercise some patience instead of paying here at the $19 level. There is a strong possibility it can pull back since it is still in a bear market. So let's see how ChargePoint performs on Monday and as well as for the rest of the week. But since we are going to be having more volume coming into the market, it's definitely going to be interesting. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for ChargePoint. So for the dark pool short volume ratio, it is at 30.13%. And then for the dark pool short volume, it is at 838,542 shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability updated 24 minutes ago is at 5.8 million shares. And then for the short ball free rate, it is at 0.50%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 30th, it was at 27.27. And then for the close of the 31st, which is a Friday that just passed, it was at 30.13. So we do see an increase there, and this is going to contribute to the volatility that we're going to be seeing in ChargePoint, but it does show it has short squeeze potential. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for ChargePoint. So we can see here on the inflows at 16.20, and then on the outflows at 18.16. So it was an outflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown, it was 0 on the large, on the medium it was 8.45, and then on the small it was 7.75. When we take a look at the outflow side on the large, it was 0. On the medium it was 11.01. On the small it was 7.15. Keep in mind these numbers are in the millions. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, we have zeros down the board. As we analyze these numbers even further for the small scale orders that tends to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the large, of course, it was 0 for both. And then when we see for the turnover ratio, it was at 2.81%. So this is not too bad for a stock like ChargePoint, staying in that range that we normally discuss on this channel. So there are many who are holding on to their positions, but there are a lot of traders that are going into the play since we have been seeing a lot of momentum in small and mid cap stocks. So this is why I say the volatility, there are opportunities to bank some profits, and this is why I talk about it, but I still continue to believe in the long-term prospects. I want to make sure I'm putting that out there. So now let's jump into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts on ChargePoint, I want to send out a congratulations again to anyone who was able to take advantage of that dip. And the main reason being is, in regards to the 52-week low, I think it's around $17.52. But we have seen that $17.50 might be the area of support for ChargePoint. It could break through this level, and it also, in regards to price, it is close to that level. But we do have resistance right at the $20 level. It is a psychological area. But if we can gain momentum above 20, then you want to see ChargePoint going towards 22 and then seeing where it goes from there in regards to a reversal. Also, for the past 3 trading days, ChargePoint has been making higher lows. So this is bullish, and it's part of the reasons why I want to make sure you keep an eye on it. And when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it still continues to have short squeeze potential, and this is why I want you to keep it on your radar. Anytime we have a lot of buying coming into the EV sector, ChargePoint can benefit from this. And considering the recent news that we got about Tesla beating their delivery numbers, we could see some money flowing in to ChargePoint. And keep in mind, the analyst price target for ChargePoint is around $30.22. So you want to add that to your homework, add that to your due diligence. Figure out what will be the right entry for you, and then figure out, hey, where do you want to exit? For myself, I see this as a long-term opportunity. The EV sector will continue to grow, so this is why I love adding to my position on ChargePoint when it does those pullbacks and dips below $20, $17 range would be nice to be exact, or even lower than that. I would not be adding to a position in ChargePoint if it's trading at the mid-20s and so forth. I know you guys already got the gist of that, but I want to make sure I really hammer that home. When it comes to growth stocks, they pull back all the time. You do not need to be buying at the top. If you have been buying in the top in the past, it is time to stop that. I only want you guys following smart investing habits. And another point that I want to bring to your attention as well, ChargePoint is not profitable as of yet. They're saying that they should be profitable at some point in 2024. So knowing this stock will have its pullbacks, especially in a year that we're going to be experiencing interest rate increases. It will have an impact on the stock market as a whole, and I know ChargePoint will not be immune to this, so this is why I wanted to throw that out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see how it performs for the coming week. We'll be talking real soon.